Hello and welcome to this presentation of Consciousness Ascending. My name is Benny Ferguson. At the conclusion of this presentation, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Not only do these support us in growing our presence, but each expression you make of how you are inspired by the information further solidifies the shifts within you. Also, feel free to share this material to your channels and to anyone you believe will benefit. It helps tremendously as we explode toward being a global resource to humanity. Conscious creators, creation is a happening, or creation is constantly happening, whichever one you want to say. That's what we want to talk about at the moment. And the idea is we wish that you could see. We don't wish that you could see because everything is perfect, right? Just as it is. But if you could see the bursting forth of energies, if you could see the bursting forth of the particles just in reaction to your thought patterns, just in reaction to your present state of being, you would see a constant in and out of movement of particles, in and out of the pure flow, the waves of energy, these particles being birthed based on the ideas that you entertain, these particles being birthed based on new creations, new ideas, new information coming into your system. You would also see how those dominant ideas within you that you are constantly expressing are constantly being birthed out of the waves, the streams of the ethers, of the energies into these physical structures, into these magnificent structures that with consistency are yielding your physical experience. You have dominant ideas that are constantly sourcing the movement of energies from the free flow into the particles that up and create out the core nature of the collaborative components, drawing together those components to yield experience. The best of times that you have had, the worst of times that you have had, the beautiful experiences, the terrible experiences, they are all born of the ideas within you that are exploding out of the free flowing energy into the particles that yield the forms that materialize around you in support of you to create experience. Again, when you have a new idea, you are affecting the particles, you are influencing the particles to move out of the free-flowing energies. And if you do the right things for a long enough period of time, those energies will continue to build, continue to bubble up, if you will, into experience. If you release your focus, if you begin to resist that which you have established, that which you have initialized, then it will begin to dissipate. It will begin to break down and fall back down into the free-flowing energies. This is how creation is constantly happening, but you can't see it. You can't see it from your present vantage point, but you have to understand that all begins from the free flow of energies, and that your ideas, your expressions, your intentions, whether they are rooted in low vibration or high vibration, whether they are rooted in fear or strength, whether they are loving or not, the ideas that you hold, those intentions start from the free-flowing energy. They come out of the free-flowing energy as physical particles, but energetic still. You cannot see them, you cannot perceive them. And the more you hold your attention on that excellent relationship that you want to have, the more you hold your attention on that terrible relationship that you experienced, the more you hold your attention and fight against lack and scarcity, the more you hold your attention on wealth and abundance, the particles continue to grow, continue to evolve and to expand until you have a beautiful coming together of physically manifest experience that's solid. But if you take your attention and your focus off of that idea or any of the ideas that are making up your present life experience, it begins to fall away. What would be an interesting test for you, for each of you, is that something that is constant, something that is consistent in your life right now, to take your attention off of it. To take your attention off of it. Establish a new idea that you will shift your mind and your focus to whenever you think about this, whenever this present idea comes into your experience, whenever you see something that reminds you of it, whenever you look at it, if it's something physically manifest already, establish a new idea that you will shift your mind, your focus, your feeling to any time that idea is referenced for you, so that you're taking your attention off of it. You're no longer fueling it. If you do that, then that physical experience, whatever it is, will begin to fall away. It will begin to appear less and less frequent. If it's something that is consistent in your experience, it will begin to fall away. First, you will begin to observe it less. You will begin to see it less in your experience until ultimately it will completely disappear, because you no longer give it attention. You no longer have your focus on it inwardly first and then externally. Now, simultaneously, if you begin to establish a new idea, something that you're not experiencing now, something that you've never experienced, and begin to place your focus and your attention on first creating the idea, the image of the idea in your mind, and begin to feel on that idea as if you're experiencing it now, holding your attention and your focus on this new idea, this new thing, whatever it is that you have never experienced before. It can be a car you've never seen, you've only seen in pictures, and you would like to see it physically. You would like to sit in it. You would like to touch the steering wheel. It can be a type of experience from a relationship standpoint. As you begin to hold your attention and your focus on it in your mind, and you begin to express the feeling of it, you activate the energies, you activate the particles coming out of the free-flowing energies, and over time it will begin to make its way to you as a reflection, as physically manifest experience. These are excellent experiments for you to play with, to prove to yourself the workings of the creative process, to prove to yourself the workings of the inner creative process that you are constantly engaged in. It is yielding the beauty in your experience. It is yielding that which is less beautiful in your experience. It is yielding the successes that you claim. It is yielding that which you call failure. It is yielding the circumstances that cause you to move into an angry state. It is yielding the circumstances that cause you to move into an excited, happy state. All of these are born of you, for you are constantly engaging the inner creative process. And that which you are intending, holding as an idea within, is activating the energies and beginning the process of manifestation at every moment, holding the process of manifestation in place for those experiences that you are continuously having reflected in your life. The free-flowing energies are activated and the particles begin to explode out of the free-flowing energy, ultimately yielding experience. As one aspiring to be a powerful conscious creator, you have to know this. As one aspiring to be a powerful conscious creator, you have to understand this. As one aspiring to be a powerful conscious creator, you have to begin to, it would be to your benefit to begin to activate this process consciously, intentionally, with a knowing and a certainty that this is how it works, because I have proven it to myself. And if you would like support in accelerating this process, if you no longer want to be alone in this process, if you would like to be certain of the process, get to a place where you're certain of the process, if you would like to have a effective process to transforming the contents of your mind and reaching for a higher vibration, if you would like support in being consistent in these practices, then we suggest you look to the description for and get more information on the Ascension Accelerator, a private community where individuals just like you from around the world are right now being supported in accelerating the growth and expansion process for themselves. We are thankful, grateful for the opportunity to share. We're thankful for the vessel. We're thankful for each of you offering fertile ground for these transmissions. We are here for you from our now non-physical perspective, offering that which we know to be true, offering that which we know will transform your life. We honor you. We celebrate you, and we love you. We love you. We love you. Thank you. If you have watched this transmission to the end, we know you are one who is on the path of conscious growth and expansion. So we want to make sure you are aware of the opportunity we call the Ascension Accelerator. The Ascension Accelerator is a private community where individuals just like you from around the world are being supported to break free of the frustration and confusion, and not to grow incrementally, but to accelerate the process of their individual growth and expansion and realizing their true power in Source. Check the description for how to get more information on this private community and how to schedule your free Ascension session.